it's so important for them at an early age to know that we're here to protect them. And it really upsets me though when we have an opportunity to make an impact on a child and we miss that opportunity and we don't do sometimes what we were supposed to do in these cases. And it could be something simple, like someone reports something to you and you don't take it serious enough, and you leave them with well, why did I ever report that to the officer? I think that's just such a missed opportunity. I cringe sometimes when I walk through stores or something and I'll see a parent and they'll be like, hey, you better be good or this officer's going to arrest you. And that puts such a scare tactic in between the officer and the child, because we want that child to know if they have a problem, come to us. We're here, to help and protect you. We love you. We're going into all the high schools to new drivers, teens, and teaching them how to interact with police officers on traffic stops and what to expect if you get pulled over. When you're 16 and you're driving, it's scary. Getting pulled over is even scarier because you've been told, you watch TV, this is how the traffic stop's going to be, and they're always high-speed chases, or the officer's mean, or the officers. So we got a grant. We were the only agency in the state of Florida to get this grant, and it's a model traffic stop program, and we've named it after Officer Steve Brown, who passed away a couple years ago. He was a school resource officer. So we've named it after him, and we're going to start rolling this out, and I think it's going to be just an awesome chance for the kids to meet the police officers, understand it's not the end of the world if you get pulled over. This is what they're going to ask for. This is what they're going to expect. And it'll just be, if you're trained on something, it takes all the stress out of it, So I think it's just going to be a great program. I can't wait to see what some of the results are. We had an officer here, Carl Toppin. He just retired. He was a school resource officer for years now. Carl was he had an opportunity to make the Miami Dolphins, didn't make it, but that would give you an opportunity to understand how big he was. I mean, he was just a giant of a person, muscular. But he's the nicest, the kindest person you ever meet. And the kids loved him because he was literally like a superhero in a uniform. When you're a kid and you're seeing this guy with all these muscles and so we'd literally be directing traffic and there'd be adults driving by yelling out, "Officer Carl," because they had him in the schools when they were kids, and so he'd be sitting there waving at them, and he was just a legend when it came to school resource. But it just shows you the importance of that program, all about the relationship building with the kids at an early age, that trust factor. They deal with some tough situations in the school, but the majority of the interactions with the kids are very positive. And I think it has it's hard to quantify sometimes the impact you're having, but I think if you went out and talked to a lot of these kids, they really have a good memory of their school resource officers and the interactions they had with them at schools. Our kids, the safety is number one, priority. Unfortunately, over time, things have changed in the schools. Schools used to be a safe place for your kids to go, and majority of times they still are, but they do need that guardianship. They do need that target hardening, make sure that our kids are able to go to school, learn in a safe environment, and they're safe, going to and from school as well.